Make sure you guys stay to the end of this video. I'm doing a giveaway, and if you guys want to enter that giveaway, wait to the end of the video. There's going to be the rules for that, and yeah, you can win some free stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff?
Warning.
Today's video is a video, I feel like I've been making a lot of videos like this where I come to you guys in a time where my car breaks, and here I am making the video talking about what happened. Why was Sophie on another tow truck? Making this video is a lot easier than responding to 1,000 DMs that all say, what happened, what happened, what happened? I appreciate you guys caring so much, so I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. I want to start this video by defending the Evo's honor, because I truly believe the Evo is a good car. I truly believe it's a great platform, and it's way more reliable than a lot of other cars, Subaru. But the reason I'm defending the Evo so much is because I've owned this car for a little bit over 5 years, and I've truly never had that many problems with it. It's been super reliable up until, I'd say, the past 6 months or so. Nothing I would say has really changed about the car. It's not like I've all of a sudden started doing crazy mods to it to where it's become unreliable. I just think with age, things start to break, things start to go wrong, you need to upgrade, replace things, and I think I'm just getting to that point where it's just like all at once. Like all at once, things are breaking, things are going faulty, and to be honest, a lot of it also is just me. It's negligence, or actually, now that I think about it, a lot of it is like I'm about to upgrade something or change something, or I bought something for the car and I'm gonna put it on, and literally that part fails a week before I do it. That's literally the theme of this past 6 months. So let's see. I took it to the track and it broke my oil filter. That was on me. That has nothing to do with Evo's being unreliable. That was me. I dropped the tire. My bad. The tire blowout, also me. I knew my tires needed to be replaced. I had ordered new Yokohamas. They were literally about to be replaced, and one of them just went. Again, not the car's fault. That's totally on me. Tow truck was necessary because I obviously couldn't drive it off the freeway. That brings us to today. Today's tow truck adventure, and why Sophie was on a tow truck for the 3rd time in a 5-month period. So let's jump into the who, what, when, where, why, how did this all happen, because I feel like this is a story time video. I'm gonna share with you guys. I want to kind of explain exactly what happened to the car, how it ended up on a tow truck, what I did or what I didn't do. So let's start with what were we doing? Why was I out all the way in Murrieta, which is an hour and a half away from where I live, which is also a theme of my car. Whenever it breaks down and I have to get towed, I'm incredibly far away from where I live. So yay me, I'm so lucky. Today I went on a cruise with Core Motive, my shop slash team slash family. It was That Wide S5's birthday today, so we were doing a birthday cruise for him. Oh my goodness.
Once it's gone, it's like a 100 horse
in parts of Murrieta or Temecula area. It was super beautiful. It took me about an hour to get to like the first meeting spot. Everything went pretty good. Funny story about that though, most of us were caravanning from Core Motive, which is about like a 30-minute drive, and we were caravanning on the freeway. I was the second car. There was like 8 cars behind me. Well, we were about to exit this freeway, and last minute she goes, oh no, we have to go left. So she brakes left. Everyone behind me realizes, brakes left, and by the time I have an opportunity to like go, there's like a semi truck right there. So I literally like couldn't follow them. There was just no way I could get in there. It felt like the scene from Fast and Furious where they're splitting at the end and See You Again starts playing, and he's like, I'll see you again. I literally was like that car on the right, like goodbye. Anyway, so we're doing a birthday cruise. We were on our way to Murrieta. It was all good. My car hasn't really been in the best condition. A lot of you guys know I've had a check engine light for a fuel temperature sensor. My car has been acting a little weird. It's been backfiring a little bit more than normal, but my AFR gauge is always reading really good. It's not throwing codes for misfire, and it's not acting so out of the normal that I feel uncomfortable driving it. I did think for a second, like maybe I shouldn't go on this cruise. It is a little bit far away. If we're doing a lot of hard driving, then like, I don't know, I don't want my car to be like so far away from where I live and whatever, but I just honestly was like, you know what, it's fine, like it'll be okay. I need to get out of the house, it'll be fun. Why was I wrong? So now let's talk about what actually happened and how the turbo blew. Basically what happened was we were just coming out of this like chicane, turning right onto like a main road. The guy in front of me did a pull. I was second in line, so I was like, cool, I'll do a little mini pull too. Pull. I'll do a little mini poll also. And I went from second to third, no problem. And when I shifted from third to fourth, I put my foot on the clutch. I felt like a sort of popping, like almost like a vacuum line broke off or blew off. And then all of a sudden I lost pressure and like my car just like freaked out for a second. I'm so bad at explaining things because it just happened so quickly that I really don't know. I don't even really know what happened. I was just sitting there like thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting pressure. So immediately I tried to boost again to see if I'm just crazy or like to see what happened, to see if I'm like boosting. And I was getting boost, but I could hear this noise, this like whine a little bit. And I'm like, that's weird. Ever so slight and like faint that I really was like, is there an issue or am I thinking about this too much? So I did another little pull and I could definitely tell something was wrong with the car. It didn't feel right. I pulled over, everybody pulled over, and we started looking at the car. My mechanic Dave was with us, which was awesome. So Dave gets in the car. We start driving back down the road we came from. I do a couple pulls so he can hear the whine that I'm hearing, so he can see that the boost gauge isn't reading what it normally reads. We're obviously not boosting, we're under boosting, we're getting like wastegate pressure. We pull over, we look at the car, we look for any boost leaks, vacuum lines, anything that might have popped off. I was trying to explain to him the sound, the feeling I got, which was just so weird that I couldn't think of how to explain it to him. I believe it's turbo failure, just because you can hear it when we're driving. It's not boosting anymore. It kind of just felt like I had like a boost leak, and then now it just completely won't boost and it doesn't sound good. We drive back to where everybody was and we kind of just keep looking at it. We're trying to find tools so he can move stuff around and look at the turbo. I had mentioned something very briefly, like, you know, this kind of feels and sounds like turbo failure, but I wasn't really sure. He had said it's probably not turbo failure, like let's look for something like a vacuum line or something that came undone. But we looked and we were looking for a long time and we kind of messed with a few things and we decided to get back in the car and do another couple pulls back down the road. The first pull we did, I hit 25 pounds of boost. It definitely didn't feel great, but we hit 25 pounds of boost. From third to fourth, I boosted again and I got absolutely no boost pressure. Nothing was happening. It felt like the car just took a crap on me. Basically, I think it was in that moment where the turbo was just like, I don't want to be alive. Anyway, so basically what happened was my turbo was like, nope, I don't want to do this anymore. And that was followed by a sound of metal grinding against each other. It sounded like it was coming from like the left side of my engine bay, and it felt like, it literally felt and sounded like there was like a piping that was loose and like rubbing against something or hanging off somewhere. So we pulled over again, we looked under the car, we looked all over, we're like, please let there be a pipe or something just loose or broken, because obviously you would much rather have something simple like that where you can just bolt it back in, put it back together, instead of obviously turbo failure. After diagnosing the car a little bit further, we decided that it's most likely turbo failure and we're gonna have to get the car towed back to Cormotive or somewhere because I'm not gonna be able to drive it. You'll see in the video kind of how it sounded, and it just was so awful. It was like a terrible whine. It does sound like turbo failure.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Poor God. You think that?
Yeah, definitely turbo.
A terrible like metal on metal sound. It just didn't want to drive. This sound was seriously like nails on a chalkboard, you know, just like, and you're like, I'm not really sure. Like literally my face the entire time. I made Dave drive because I couldn't drive. The entire time he's driving, I'm just like. So long story short, the tow truck comes. I have a lot of footage from after the fact of us looking at the car, of us pulling off the intake and looking at the turbo. Inside
there you see the impeller. If you have to zoom in pretty good, and then you'll see the housings all scraped up from the impeller.
And pretty much after that, the car got towed, taken back to a shop, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all there is to the story. I didn't really do anything I don't normally do. I just boosted like how I normally boost. So here's what I think happened. I've owned my car for 5 years. The car came with the turbo that blew up today. It came with the Force Performance HTA 71 turbo, which is a little bit smaller than the green turbo. And I pretty much maxed it out. Last time I got tuned, we're at 31 pounds of boost, hitting 430 horsepower, but that was it. We couldn't get any more power out of this motor. I had upgraded my fuel pump injectors, and my tuner said, just get a bigger turbo and you're set to go. This turbo is no bueno. It's not gonna get you any further. We maxed out. I honestly just think the turbo went bad. I think it had wear and tear on it, and it was ready to go. I'm always prepared for the bad things to happen. I already have a turbo. Shout out to Comp Turbo for sponsoring me. I have a Comp 5858 Turbo literally sitting in my living room. I went with black. It looks super clean, and yeah, pretty excited. No shaft play, so that's cool. I decided to go back to my tuner in Las Vegas because he knows my car really well, and he knows all the problems it's had in the past, which not that many problems, but like, you know, the little ones. He knows my car inside and out, and I decided to take the car back to Devin. He's an amazing guy. He's an amazing tuner. He works on Evos and GTRs and a whole bunch of other stuff. The only thing was I wanted to get a test pipe before I got retuned. I have my 5858 turbo with the gaskets, and then the one last thing I was contemplating getting for a while, which I officially am going to have soon, is a Haltech ECU, a standalone ECU, and then the Haltech IC7 dash piece, which I'm super excited about. Big shout out to Haltech for becoming my new sponsor. I'm really excited to have that. I'm excited to replace my cluster with the IC7 dash piece because it's gonna have, I'll show you guys right here a picture of it, but it's basically gonna have all the stuff you need right in front of your face, your speedometer, oil pressure, AFR, boost, everything in front of your face. The ECU allows you to have the fail safes and a lot of other fine tuning options, and I'm super excited to run the Haltech ECU. So I'm pretty much just waiting for that to come in, and then I will be towing my car to Vegas to get tuned, and I should be in the 500 gang pretty soon. I'm super excited about that. So that's the plan for Sophie. I've got one other thing I'm doing to her along with other little minor details coming really soon. So the big reveal will be probably in the next 2.5 to 3 weeks, and I'm excited to show you guys. Well, to be honest, I'm more excited because I want my car. I feel like it's gonna feel like a different car to me. I feel like I've known and felt like I was like maxing out my turbo for a while, so I'm excited to throw on a bigger turbo, and I'm actually excited to have a little bit of lag. I feel like my last turbo was so quick to spool that it felt like I was almost constantly in spool. When I was like 80 miles an hour, it was like so ready to just, those are my turbo sounds. Not good at them. Things are finally happening. I will definitely be making content about that turbo install, about the tuning, about the horsepower I make, and the next steps for Sophie. There's one more thing I want to mention before I end this video, and I just want to take this second to thank everybody that was involved today, and to thank everybody that's involved in the build moving forward. I'm so lucky to have such an amazing group of resources, of people that can help me and teach me things and be there for me when stuff goes wrong. And even though we've had all these hiccups, it has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with the shops that I go to. It is just a lot of bad timing and unluckiness, but I promise you, the Evo platform, at least for me, the 4G63 has been super reliable. If something happens to it, I have a security fund for a new motor build, which, you know, I'm probably gonna end up doing within the next year or so anyway, but it's there. So when I'm ready to rebuild, I will definitely be rebuilding, but for now, we're going to run 500, 550 on stock block, and shoot for the stars. Before I end the video today, guys, I mentioned I'm doing a giveaway. I teamed up with Supreme_Flags to do a little giveaway. I'll show you guys the flags that we are giving away today. I'm super excited. I ordered some for myself, and I ordered 2 more to give away to you guys. So how I'm gonna do that is gonna be super simple. Comment down below on this post something super positive or about the video that you liked or whatever it is, and then put your Instagram at. Make sure you follow Supreme_Flags on Instagram. Also, make sure you're following me on my Evo Madi page, and I will be picking a winner in about a week or so, and I'll shout you guys out on my next YouTube video as well. But make sure you're following both of us, because I will check, and if you're not, then you're not gonna win, and I'm gonna pick somebody else. Also, one last thing I'm super excited about. I got a package. Originally, I had a suede steering wheel, which is awesome. It looks really good. I really like it, but over time, I realized I think I want to transition to carbon fiber interior, so I asked Satis if I could upgrade to a carbon fiber steering wheel, which I have right here, and I'm super happy with it. It looks so beautiful. Ooh. This bad boy is gonna go in pretty soon now that I have a little bit of time and Sophie's down. Perfect time to install these. And my last install video that I did, I showed you guys that I was installing something, but I didn't tell you quite what it was. I'm excited for you guys to see that. Someone else made the video, my friend Tyler, and he's editing it. So as soon as he's done with that, that video will be posted on this channel as well. I will also do an install video for this, so keep an eye out for that, guys. Let's all gather together and say a prayer. Please, higher power of the universe, keep Sophie off of those tow trucks, because quite frankly, I ran out of AAA and all my friends hate me because I use theirs, and I'm tired of having a trailer princess. Alright guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked it, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will catch you guys on the next one.